what do I say again? Okay, no. We're gonna be serious this time because you know what? I was listening to our season 1 and I was like, dang, I sound so nervous. Like
That was our first
I
time.
was so stressed out. So
You're okay.
hello, everybody. I have missed you all so much. I have missed you, Samantha, although I did get to see her for a little bit a
I
couple
missed
weeks
you.
ago. So we need to do that more often. But
Yes.
yes, we wanted to officially welcome you back to the Perfectly Puzzled Raw Autism Perspective podcast. And I am Brittany with
Um,
my beautiful bestie Samantha right here
Hi.
for me. So
How are you, lovely?
I am tired, but I'm good. I actually got to go out last night.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you
my my
needed
aunt
that.
my aunt came in the swoop and said, "I'll take care of your baby and you can go have fun." I said, "Oh, say less."
Yeah. With everything you've been going through, you need it.
Yes, yes, girl.
But as mothers, we need it all the time.
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah, and I can't wait for your pool to be ready so we can just have it all together.
Oh my gosh.
Like, look, they're in their
It's
teens.
gonna be done soon. So I can't wait because I need my nieces over here. Like for real.
I
I
know
need
Brea was very upset when I told her, "Oh, I might stop at Sam's house and say hi." Really? Every time that I'm not here, that's what you go and do.
excuse me.
Oh, sorry. It's, she's on the way to drop you off. Can't help it.
So what's been going on like that you can share? Because
Um,
it's been a lot.
yeah, there has been a lot of personal stuff happening. My cats are all running around crazy right now. I've got my daughter is here. Hold on, baby. Aaliyah here. She just woke up. We've been going through a lot. As far as like increased doctor's appointments. I know I can't share too much just yet, but I will, I promise soon. But it's been getting better. So we had a really sad moment back in January, and things are coming up. Things are coming
Yeah.
up. We're getting there. We're taking little baby steps. We're climbing back up the ladder. But I think if anything, what this has taught me is like how how do I say this without sounding weird? What I've gone through recently has made me realize how unaware sometimes I am, um, making the decisions I make as a parent. I don't know if that makes any sense without the
No,
context,
it does.
but but I'm like, oh wow, I actually have to sit back and like look at myself now and look at like, yeah, I know we all do that, but it's like sometimes when shit hits the fan, you really have to sit back and be like, oh, okay. I still have room to change as a parent, as an adult, as a human being. Dang.
But you're doing good, like even when you were here, like I was telling you, you're only one person.
Yeah.
And I know with the stuff that we talked about,
Mhm.
I know it's challenging and I know it's frustrating. And sometimes we may feel like we're not doing the right thing or maybe we're not doing enough.
Yeah.
But you go in beyond for your girls. You
Man.
do. And you go above and beyond for them so much that like how you tell me I need to give myself more credit and things like that. It's crazy how you give me advice and then I don't take it and I give you advice. We need to start taking it because
Sounds about right.
yeah.
That's why we have each other. So we
Yes.
can remind each other.
And we'll be having drinks and stuff and be like, it's hard, but I'm trying.
Yeah. It's so hard. I just wanna
Sometimes that takes like the pain away. I can't for even just a split second, it does.
I feel like it even takes away my anxiety just so I can clean the kitchen, which I did yesterday. I
High
was so
five.
proud of myself.
Ah,
Okay. Anybody that struggles with ADHD, cleaning the kitchen, you got it. You have to like motivate yourself. Well, my motivation was that yesterday, and it took me. 2 hours to clean the kitchen, but that's not the point. It's
I
cute.
want to I want to ask something else, but
You know what? I know it's only supposed to take like 30 minutes because I've seen Casey clean the whole thing in 30 minutes. That's my spouse. For the people that are watching, I know you know that. But but it took me 2 hours. But it's because I needed to stop and needed to have a little bit of coffee. And I needed to stop and I needed to feed the kitties. Yeah. So
it's crazy because you said before like how like you won't do anything else, like the kitchen is like your focal point. So I see you were serious about that. Nothing else is getting touched, just the kitchen.
no,
That's fine. That's my
my
area.
my living room right now. That's today's mission. When, I don't know. We'll see. I might decide that I want to work instead.
And
Sometimes I get excited, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's crazy because like how we're talking about like your ADHD. I have a couple questions for you in regards to that because we're talking about things that you can tackle or you can't tackle because your mind is like here, 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 here. So are you ready for these questions?
Yes, I'll try to stay on point or on topic.
I highly doubt it. So, my first question to you is how has ADHD affected the way you have moved through life, especially when it comes through or to relationships, work, and staying organized?
You know, it's so funny. I'm gonna pick up on the organized one first because that's where my brain went. As soon as you said organized, I was like, um, so Samantha knows the real life Brittany. Like you know me in person. I forget things. I'm missing things. I don't know where the hell I left that thing. And my surroundings are pretty much a mess. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to work, everybody knows me in my work life as the organized girl, as the girl that knows where everything is and how everything works. And if you don't know how to do it, ask Brittany. She knows how to do it. And I always make the joke with them. I'm like, I love that you guys say that about me because you have no idea what my house looks like.
I have no idea.
No idea. But I have found what the reason is. And I actually have thought about this. Like, why am I so freaking good on the computer? Like, I'm so fast. I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
wizard. If you give me a tool, I'm going to freaking learn how to do it, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
my job is literally people will hire me, which blows my mind if you would ask me this as a teenager. They hire me to go through their systems because I'm good at it to find the gaps and see, all
Mm-hmm.
right, what's missing? What do you need to do better? Is it your systems that are broken, or is it that you need to hold your team accountable? Or is it your person that's been with you the longest that's actually drowning your business and you need to freaking fire them? That is work, Brittany, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. So because it's fun for me, it's exciting and I want to do it. Cleaning the dishes is not fun. I get wet. They stink. I don't want to be wet. I hate when I get wet. And yes, I could wear an apron, but then I have to wear an apron. I don't want to wear an apron. So I have to like battle. I know your face is like, are you serious?
You wear an apron to wash the dishes, girl?
No, because I don't like wearing it.
Oh, I was about to say.
And so then my clothes are wet. No, but I do have to wear sandals when I wash dishes because I don't like how the floor feels to my feet.
Okay, I feel that. I feel that.
So so I have my little sandals on, and then I'm like, oh, your girl's gained some weight. So my panza gets wet when I'm washing the dishes, and I hate it. I really do. But I try to make it a game. So
Let people know
yesterday,
what panza means, because I know what it means because you
oh,
taught me.
my stomach. Yesterday I made it a game. Okay. That is how I get shit done if it's boring for me. I have to make it a game. So I have to tell myself, okay, if I fill up the dishwasher, I can go start making my coffee because coffee is a treat for me. So once the dishwasher's filled, I can start the coffee maker. All right, coffee's going, washing the dishes. Okay, now once I'm done with this part, I can go and do this. Like I have to make it a game for myself. And so yesterday I said, I bet you we can get this all clean by 9 a.m. And then I can go play Sims for an hour because I am a nerd and I love my game of Sims. Okay. I will sit there all day and color, not color. I'll sit there all day and build.
We know what you really want to do.
No, No, I do not have those mods. I will sit there all day and do that, right? But then yesterday I realized, oh my God, it took me till 11. But that is okay because I'm learning to give myself grace.
Yes.
That is another thing that I struggle with is that if I don't get something done by time I said I would,
Hmm.
I'll start a spiral of like I'm beating myself up now, which I don't do that anymore.
Hmm.
As soon as I hear the little gremlin in here talking shit to me, I'm like, hey, we are actually standing here attempting to do this, so let's do it. But that's just work life, home life. It's a whole different ball game with relationships because I can tell you right now, I feel like without going in a tangent, I'm trying so hard to pull back. But like the other day, I realized that you know the feeling you had when you were a kid when something was like so exciting and new and fun and you just felt all these wonderful. I don't feel that way anymore about things. I know it's weird, but it's almost like I've allowed myself not to be obsessive because I feel like society tells you you should have like these favorite things and these things should be so amazing and fun and exciting and wow. And
Right.
I don't get like that. And I used to get really upset about it, and now I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like, like it's okay that I don't have to be like a freaking spaz freak about things, but I do like certain people. So
Okay.
I used to be the kid that was friends with everybody. Hi, I'm Brittany. La 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 la. And I think
Yeah.
it's because you remember Samantha, and then the conversation we had the other day where I was like, I don't like people, and you're like, wait, who are you?
Right. Like what? That's no.
Who is this girl? It's because as a kid, I was so used to hearing that I sucked or I wasn't good enough. And that's not to be emotional. That's just what you hear as an ADHD child. You either talk too much, you're not paying attention. So
Mhm.
you're getting so much negativity thrown on you all the time. I don't know the statistic. I can look it up if we need to, but they say that children with ADHD, and I'm sure it falls in line with autism, hear more negativity about what they're doing wrong than a child who doesn't have any type of neurodivergence. So neurodivergence being ADHD, autism, etc.
I agree with that 100%.
So in a way to prove that I was worthy, I went out of my way to be besties with everybody. Everybody had to like me. I had to be the funny one. I needed to have all the attention so that people could only say good things about me. So when I heard all the adults saying like, she's never gonna amount to anything, that's okay.
Mhm.
All my friends love me. Look at all these people I got. All these people love me.
We love her over here.
But it's exhausting to keep up with that many personalities because I don't know if this is everybody, but with my ADHD, I start to mimic personalities. And I tell Sam this all the time that she's probably the only person that I feel like I can be 100% myself with. Like I could be a total nerd and just like make random ass noises in her truck, and she's just like, "Brittany, are you good, girl?" I'm like, "Yeah, totally fine."
That one went to go get the cake or the flowers.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I don't, and then I'm just like going back and forth with your daughter. And you're like,
Oh
can you
my,
stop? I'm like, no, I'm having fun. This is great.
like, oh my God. Jesus.
You got two of them in the truck.
Man. And if you put my son in there, that's three. His
Yeah. And then if you
ADHD
bring my
like
kids,
is crazy.
and then if you bring my kids, oh girl.
I feel overstimulated.
I was like, I need a break from all of you.
It's no
You're
breaks.
supposed to make me feel better, Brittany.
And you know what's crazy? You guys do. Like, that's what I do notice, like, especially you guys are so all over the place that it fills me in areas that
Oh.
I need, like that laughter, that peace, because I take things too serious sometimes. And to know that I could just, like, when you do those spur of the moment things, I'll be like, what the fuck? But then I'm like, all right, okay, I needed that. Because then inside it makes me smile. And then that's when I'm like, and then it turns to a smile. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I
And you're
need.
laughing too, and you're like, why are we laughing so hard? What
Girl,
happened?
get some smoke and drink in our system.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a good
top
time.
notch.
It's a good time.
Yes.
But yeah,
Wow. I
so
get that. And you know what? When you said neurodivergence, I know this is kind of like off a little bit, but have you ever seen Divergent?
yeah,
I kid you not. I feel like that has something to do with
with
people who
like,
have autism, ADHD. And the reason why I say that is because people have to go watch the movie to understand it. I won't go into it too much, but how they section people off and make it seem like who's good, who's this, who's not, and who could figure out things faster than other people can. And those are people you have to eliminate because they're supposed to go through smaller steps. I feel like that falls in line with people who have autism and ADHD because you guys are different. Your mind is different. It's different.
just goes like this, but it
But
makes
you figure
sense.
it out very quickly. Like how you said, like I have people on Monday that I work with and it's a whole mess, but I bet you I can get that done less than what this other person is doing. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
it is actually funny how I can do things usually in half the time, which is why I charge more
okay.
because I'll get it done in an hour. And yes, you pay a higher hourly rate.
hmm
But if you go hire, and no offense to any Susies out there, but if you go hire Miss Susie Lou, who charges you like half of what I charge, which is what I've seen, she will take 3 or 4 times the amount of time that I took to do it. So in the long run, you're paying more. And I actually tell clients that. So do you want to pay my rate so an hour, or do you want to pay that rate and like have to chase that person? Just
Right.
no. But if I would have ended up where I thought that I should have ended up at 18,
hmm
no, I'm glad we don't have that divergent lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is the box that you fit in.
Right.
Go this way. Like, no, I don't like boxes. I like to change my mind because I think it was like a year ago, I was like, I'm marketing queen. I'm marketing queen. I'm gonna go and sell your business. And now I'm like, I don't want to do that shit anymore. I fucking hate it.
Just like you can kiss my butt with that.
I don't want to do. I don't want to do it.
It's okay to switch up because now you're finding another avenue.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
hope I don't get bored.
No, because guess what? The things that you put your mind to, I don't see that you get bored very quickly, especially if it's something that you know that you want to do. Well, when I see you do it, it doesn't seem that way. And that I think that's the good part about it because it's like you put this mask on and you can feel any type of way that you want
Oh
behind it.
yeah.
But in front, I don't see that in you because you're like that type of person that anybody would like to have in their office where a job could suck
Mhm.
so bad. But you're like, I love this job. This is the best job I ever had.
It's the
But
best
on the
job I
side,
ever
you
had.
like, I don't want to be here.
No. I've stayed places up to 6 months if I'm miserable. But the
Okay.
worst was 3 years because you want to know why?
Why?
Every job that I have, I think, what can I gain from this to move on to the next place?
Okay.
And that's how I look at it. I could be miserable as hell, but what could I learn here and how far up the ladder can I climb before I can't take it anymore? But then I can take that experience and move on to the next place. Yeah, we do that.
And you know what? You're talking about like how people used to be like in school,
Mm,
how they used to be so negative. And I feel that because our school was not the school that you and I attended, it was a mixture of so many personalities that it didn't make any sense. So now that you're an adult, what kind of like support do you feel that people with ADHD actually need, whether it's in school, work environment, you could just pick one of them. And what are some things people do to make it harder um, for people with ADHD instead of helping?
yeah. So I can give a shout out to my daughter's school, Diamond Valley Middle School, because I think if I had teachers like them, or at least a vice principal, like we have a vice principal, her name is Miss Deathridge, and she's incredible.
Mhm.
She really advocates for Aaliyah and what Aaliyah needs. And recently we had to give her like this anytime pass
Okay.
meaning like if she's overwhelmed at any part throughout her school day, she's allowed to raise the pass and leave the situation. She gets overwhelmed a lot with like a lot of loud noises around her. If there's a lot of kids being disruptive, it very much distracts her and causes her a lot of anxiety.
Mhm.
And so they gave her an anytime pass. She can just raise it and say, you know what, this is too much. I need to leave. And they let her. They actually just let her this on Friday. And the counselor called me and they're like, yep, she's up here. We're just talking to her and we're walking her through it. And I'm just like, wow, this is so like, I just love it.
Because they didn't have any time passes at our school.
Oh, girl,
Not.
I got kicked out of class all the time. My teacher like, you're pissing me off. Get out. And I'm like, fell. Yeah, exactly. You fell, Brittany. I know what you're doing. You're causing a disruption. Get out of my classroom. And I'm like,
Right.
no. And then I'd have to sit outside the classroom.
Did you have a did you have an IEP during that time?
No, well, no one told me
No, you
about it.
even knew. You didn't even know during that time.
That was a thing. And I was diagnosed. So I was on medication. I was diagnosed. And they did not have any other plans for me. It was, well, you have medicine now, so you should be acting like everybody else.
Mm.
So yeah, you have medicine. Did you take medicine today? Oh my God, that became the number one thing I heard every
Yeah,
your
yes.
medicine today? Did you take your medicine today? Did you take your medicine today? Brittany, Brittany, did you take your medicine today? Like, no,
It's like, why did I even walk in the office today?
I didn't take my medicine today. Why do you think I have a red card? But then when I did take my medicine,
Right.
my friends would be like, oh, you took your medicine today, huh? Yep, I did.
And it's crazy there at that school that, well, I don't know if it was at other schools, but it's strictly ours. It was it was to a point where it's like I don't really think people were like really paying attention, like how certain teachers now are paying attention about their students and letting us know like, hey, this is going on with your son or daughter. Like that's how I found out about my daughter. So like to see there that that was something instead of asking questions, it was more brought like you were being disruptive and it wasn't like that.
I was disruptive. I like to talk too much. I think I saw pleasure to be in class like once or twice in my life. I was always talks too much, talks too much, talks too much, disrupts others, disrupts others.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's really
it,
crazy.
yeah, girl. In first grade, I had my own desk in the back of the classroom where I could not disrupt or talk to others. Yeah, I was like this. My teacher recorded me one day on video. This is when I got diagnosed though. So she put a camera next to my desk. She was telling my mom, "Oh, I think she has ADHD." And my mom's like, "Ah, she's just a normal kid. Like kids are hyper." No, I think your daughter has ADHD. So she put a camera at my desk and I'm like, she's like, "Brittany, pay attention." Okay. Oh my God. I had a pencil and I'm like, "Brittany, huh?" And then I'm like constantly just getting up. I mean, I still do all those things now.
Mhm. Dude, just but it's limited.
It's limited. Yes, I will adjust my chair. I don't know how many times sitting here, but yeah, so I mean, I think though I take it with grace because a lot of people that have struggled like me, I don't think they don't find a reason to laugh at it. I
Okay.
find a reason to laugh at it. I think it's funny. If I'm laughing at myself, nobody else can laugh at me, right? And I I also feel bad for little Brittany sometimes. I'm like, damn girl, but you did it.
It's all right, but you
What do we
chill.
do now? But it does help me though advocate better for my daughter
Okay.
because I know what she means when she's saying that it's very overwhelming. And some people be like, not that big of a deal. Oh, yes, it is that big of a deal because you can hear that guy over there clicking his pen, and you can hear this person over here whispering to her friend, and you can hear this guy over here crumpling his paper, and you can hear the teacher over there scolding that guy, and you can hear that kid over there tapping his other pencil or tapping his leg or squeaking his chair, and you hear all of that at the same time, and it's like amplified in your ears, and you're like, but you want me to pay attention to what your mouth is saying and then write it down on a piece of paper? With
Right.
all of that.
That's that would be irritating.
Yes. And I also got 3 songs playing in my head right now that are more interesting than whatever you have to say. But what does help me though is I understand that for my daughter.
Mhm.
So I can also teach her how to like ignore it and like, yes, I know that's distracting, but we have to sometimes learn how to ignore things, and that sucks, but that's life. I mean, the
Right.
world is noisy. And so that's when we tell her, you have your breathing exercises. Also, you have a classroom. I didn't have this option. There's a little classroom behind her classroom that she can go and sit in if it all becomes too much. And she has teachers that are willing to work with me that will tell me what her lesson plans are, and then I can help her with it as well. So it's
Mhm.
just
And what program is this? Or
she's a
it's through
504.
her 504, so they have that in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's good. 'Cause-
Yeah, it is so good because I'm like, dude, I suffered for no reason. All those D's and all those F's and all those detentions
Yeah.
and on-campus suspensions and being told I was a menace. Like, bro, if I would have had even like half of that, I only question like how much further I would be.
Yeah.
Because everything I've gotten, I have fought tooth and nail, and I have tried 10 times harder than a lot of people have had to, or people tell me, oh, that comes to you so easily. No, it does not.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are, and I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent and I'll bring it back. But the one example I want to provide first is that when I worked at Things Remembered, which was a retail store that I loved engraving. If they had them still, I would live there forever. Um, I remember being assistant manager and people telling me, "How do you get all this done? How do you find the time?" They had no idea that when I went home, I spent 4 or 5 hours trying to better figure out how to show up the next day to do my job. Like for years, I would spend 4 or 5 hours outside of work writing out schedules, practicing what lunch breaks look like, practicing what putting people in different areas looked like, practicing the best way to like restock things. Like I would literally go home for 4 or 5 hours a day and think, okay, how could I have done that better?
Mm.
Versus, oh, I'm off the clock, I'm done with work, I'll learn more tomorrow and we'll get to it. No, 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 no. I can't do that if I want to get ahead. I have to
You
put in
were
extra time.
so you were working after work.
Yes, yes.
Dang.
But I
You
have
have some type of mindset for that, like a different type.
but I have to. Otherwise, if I don't put in that extra work, I'm not going to get ahead. I'm going to stay exactly where I'm at.
Okay.
And so for me, and it's easier now because I'm 36 now, right? It's different than 20-year-old Brittany. But now, if I'm taking extra hours learning, it's because I'm watching a class or I'm watching a YouTube video or I'm getting a new certificate or something,
Hmm.
which is still working off the clock.
Okay. Okay. She's like, I'm still working.
Not as like 5 hours a day anymore. But like when you have ADHD or autism, it may look like it's coming off easier for us, but
Mhm.
you have no idea how much work was put behind the scenes. Like how like you could take me and another girl and she'd be like, we've been here the same amount of time. How do you already know all this? Oh, because I took the book home and I studied it.
This ain't a game.
Yeah. Like, I need to be here. I need money.
And I appreciate you because you have done a lot of work, like with Perfectly Puzzled. You have did so much when it came to advertising, marketing, scheduling, stuff like on top of everything else that you had to do. And it was like for you to tackle everything, I'm like, that's my best friend. Like, I'm proud of you because it's like to see where we were as teenagers to now. We just had this conversation the other night, and I was asking, like, we would have never thought our life would have been like this at all. And that was crazy that we had that conversation, but I felt like it was needed because back then I think we were on something different where we were like, oh, this is not going to be me. Oh, this is this.
Mhm.
But then when you actually get into that adulthood and then you start adulting is not just having kids or getting married or whatever the case may be, it's learning the new you because we change constantly. So when people say, oh, like I know that person like the back of my hand.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, because this person changed from 5 years ago. The stuff that she tolerated then is not what she's going to tolerate now. The stuff that she sees is not going to be what she looks at now. Before what she's seen is not going to be what she looks at now. So it's kind of like
We were some wild childs when we were
wild,
20s.
wild, and
We
the way that I think back, I literally, if I could really go back, I honestly would be more patient, like with myself, with you, with everything.
You were
No,
patient with me.
just
If I could go back, I would be just as crazy.
girl, no, because like as kids, it's kind of like as you're an adult, you look back and you be like, dang, like
Nope.
more patience as to man, maybe I could have helped my friend out a little bit more because, people were looking at us differently or looking at you a certain way. And it's kind of like, I've always been that defensive type of person. And it was just like, I don't know what you're battling with. I just know I see people looking at you and I just want to fight. Like, that's all I want to
Punch some faces.
do.
No, and you know how I've told you is I actually don't ever want to go back. I never want to go back. Everyone's like, "Oh, be a kid again." No, I do not want to ever be a child again. I actually like getting older, and it's because as I'm getting older, I'm learning more. And they say, "Oh, well, if you go back with what you know," one of the things that I've done in the past is I've gotten myself trapped in a loop of what ifs. What if I could go back? What if I could do it again? And that used to make me spiral.
Mhm.
And it used to make me reflect a lot back on my own mistakes because I'd be saying some shit that I shouldn't be saying sometimes. And you know what? It probably needed to be said. So I'm just gonna move on. Just gonna move on. But I remember we talked about this last weekend too, was one of the craziest parts about being a kid and being an adult is that there's no more set schedule. When
No.
you're a kid, there's a set schedule.
Mhm.
Someone is telling you what to do and how to do it and where to go and who. And I try to tell my children who to be,
Mhm.
but for most people, they're telling you who to be as well. That's how it was for me as a kid. And now as an adult, it's like there's no instructions. You mean I'm just out here with no limitations? What you talking about? Why? What? How do I do that? So I stay in the house a lot because I'm like I don't know how to do that. You mean I'm allowed to go where? No. That doesn't sound like I'm not an adult.
I got a schedule,
I
curfew.
know. Samantha, you be like driving, flying to all these other states, and I really want to do that too. But then I'm like,
Girl, I only flew to Atlanta. Don't
no.
make it seem like how to.
Every time you have a birthday, you're like, I want to go to Florida. I want to go to the Bahamas. I
Oh,
want to
and
go.
Florida,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Okay. But I haven't look, only been to
let's
two
stay in
different
this.
states.
Yeah. Let's babe. But I have gone places alone though. I went to Chicago by myself for 2 days. That was crazy and fun, but someone paid for it.
As
Was
they
like,
should.
oh yeah, it was a work trip. There's my cat.
Kitty.
My new baby. He wants cuddles.
Well,
Hi.
I'm proud of you and everything that you accomplish. And I
How do
just,
you?
again, this is not about me. This is about you
Beautiful
because I
house.
haven't seen your face in so long. Besides, yeah, I see you coming here, but I wish I seen you more. But we have our lives that have been getting complicated.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're tackling it in the right way, the best way that we know how. And I appreciate you for being able to come in today because we miss you and you're
I
just
know
like a
you do.
breath of fresh air, fresh
But
air.
my cat needs love. You're a breath of fresh air, and I love you. And I'm very weird with compliments. I've noticed that when people start complimenting me, except for you, I learned how to say thank you to you. But when other people start
Thank you.
complimenting me, I'm like,
Just take that face and go like this.
I want to run away. Last night I got a couple compliments because people are nice, and I have nice friends. My cat with his face. Sorry. But they're like giving me a compliment. I was like, do I need to compliment them back? Like my mind starts going and like, should I compliment them back? Do I like anything? I do like things, but does it sound weird if I say it too? Or should I just say thank you? But if I say thank you, does that mean I'm conceited?
No, you have to compliment people back if you don't want to. And they're not going to
No
feel no type
pressure.
of way
A lot of
because they
pressure.
complimented you first. So you're okay.
Too much pressure. I would rather people didn't compliment.
It's okay.
Like, are you just being nice? Are you lying or do you really mean it? That's all that goes on in my head. As soon as I get a compliment, I'm like, are you gonna make someone else mad because you gave me attention and now they're gonna be mad at me because you gave me a compliment and not them?
It
I think that's trauma.
is. It's okay. Well, I appreciate you for coming in today. And I hope to see more of you, which we are going to see more of you soon,
Yes,
right?
yes.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in so much to Raw Autism Perspective podcast. I hope you guys keep supporting us as you do. Make sure you go on our website to Perfectly Puzzled Foundation and donate whatever you can to the cause, whether it's $2, $5. And on YouTube, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Samantha.
And I'm Brittany.
Have a good day, you guys.